Well, the nation marking Juneteenth today, and black business leaders will tell you that not only is financial education sorely lacking in communities of color, but so too is the connection between corporate America and black and brown talent. One organization is taking the lead on bridging that divide and using real estate to do it. Diana Olick has our report.
Project Destined launched 4 years ago as a real estate learning platform.
How is it going to drive more revenue or more value per square foot?
It teaches inner city kids finance by helping them source actual investments.
How can I maximize my profit in this investment opportunity?
They can then win a stake in those deals through live scholarship competitions. Its founder, former Carlyle Group investment executive Cedric Bobo, teaches real estate but preaches community ownership. When COVID struck and New York City canceled 75,000 paid summer internships, he set out to save at least some of them.
Well, we went straight to the real estate folks. We went straight to CEOs. That's really important because if you want to have action, you've got to have the leaders create action and then measure it.
Bobo recruited some of the biggest in the business: Brookfield, Tishman Speyer, Real Estate Bureau of New York, and Walker and Dunlop to fund the 5- and 6-week internships. Then, when the protests erupted, even more companies stepped up.
The protests are critical because they bring awareness. We've got to sustain that awareness. But the next piece is how do you translate that into action? So what we've been doing is working with corporates to create true training opportunities where they can hire those folks.
He also brought in Vincent Harris, co-founder of a small black-owned prop tech firm, which helps small real estate investors source deals.
A lot of the lack of access that you see people demanding in the streets right now comes from the fact that folks who have power, the power to hire, etc., don't interface with black and brown communities. They don't have a means of entry. And so Project Destined is really cementing a pipeline of talent into these organizations.
Now, at least 200 internships are now funded and underway, and these kids are working with real executives at the companies, researching deals, learning marketing and strategy, and getting in front of the people who could potentially hire them later on. Brian?
All right, so what is the potential, Diana, for more of these internships? Are they just in New York, or is this going to maybe spread, or perhaps it already has, to other cities?
No, they're taking them to cities across the country, Atlanta, other markets, because the more funding they can get for these, the more companies they can get to step up, the more internships they can have. And Cedric Bobo said he'd like to put a mark on 1,000 internships by fall, more than that even later. The more funding they get for these internships, the more they can do. It's endless.
Well, right now, unfortunately, nobody, kids or otherwise, can go meet up and sit in a class and talk about this. How do they keep kids engaged now? Primarily online, I would imagine.
It's all online, it's virtual, but the kids have actually been really engaged. The whole platform was online anyway to begin with, the Project Destined learning platform. So the kids who are into it already were already used to it. They're engaging with people, though. Maybe it's Zoom calls and it's virtual stuff, but they're talking to real executives, they're sourcing deals, they're involved in the research, and maybe there's no difference between sitting at a desk in an internship and sitting at home at the internship on the computer doing these. They are talking to real people at the companies, and that's what's keeping them engaged. And, of course, they're paid internships. You know, they're getting $500 to $700. That's important to these kids.
Yeah, it certainly is an important story there. Diana Olick joining us. Diana, thank you very much. Have a good Friday. Talk to you soon.